Good morning all. Today we will go with a concept called thermal conductivity. Okay, we'll go with few activities, then we'll see the chapter and end chapter of heat. Okay, so let us see what is thermal conductivity. So thermal conductivity is a measure where heat can be conducted by metal or non-metal. Okay, now generally heat can be conducted by generally metals. Okay, so conductivity is nothing but measure. Okay, clear. Now let us see an activity how it happens. Okay, now let us take wooden piece and let us take a metal piece. Okay, now we have taken a wooden piece and followed by a metal piece. Okay, after taking that, let us keep that. Okay, both metal and wooden piece in a different boxes, small boxes, and let us keep them in a refrigerator or fridge. Okay, you will be keeping those two in refrigerator and fridge. Let us take 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, so let us take 5 or 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we will take them out. Okay, after taking them out, we will see that wooden and metal piece have some temperature. Okay, let us cool temperature. But comparatively, metal has more coolness than wooden. Okay, now see here reasons are more. You have lot of reasons when you compare these two. Okay, now let us see the reasons. Okay, now first reason is thermal conductivity. Okay, the accepting of cool ions or whatever it is. Okay, the accepting of cool ions, let us say. Okay, or accepting of coolness is more in metal compared to wooden. Why? Because the electrons or the molecules, whatever you have, molecules, let us take the molecules, whatever you have, very close in metal compared to wooden. Okay, now if you ask which can store coolness for long time, then the answer will be wooden, because in wooden we have air sacs. In wooden piece we have gas, right? In that coolness can be stored. Okay, and in metal coolness cannot be stored. But accepting of coolness or heatness is more in metal compared to wooden. So this is one of the examples for your thermal conductivity. Okay, so I think you have got some idea. Okay, so this is one experiment you can do in your home also. Okay, so simple, again I'll explain you what is that. Let us take a wooden piece followed by a metal piece. Let us keep them a box. Okay, two different boxes, and let us keep them in a refrigerator. After keeping for a long time, let us take 10 minutes. Okay, now you will see that the temperature of metal is lesser than the wood. Okay, because in fridge your temperature decreases, right? So metal has more cool than the wooden piece. Okay, now that state is called as thermal conductivity, and thermal conductivity is nothing but the measure of temperature which it can conduct. Simple. Okay, that is one term. And other term if you take, okay, if you ask in such a way that which thing, I mean metal and non-metal. See, I have taken iron piece and wood. If I have taken like this, see, this is non-metal and this is your metal, right? Now non-metal and metal generally if you take, which can store more or long time, coolness for long time, is your wood. That's the reason we will keep the ice cubes and all in wooden piece. You might be seeing all, right? And iron is one thing which accepts, which can dissolve anything, but it can accept the coolness or hotness easily, fastly. That's the reason we have all the versions of metal. But this can store your coolness or hotness for long time. Clear? That is one reason. Okay, so this is one activity of yours, okay, which you can do at your home also. Okay, so next we will see as thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium is very easy, very easy and very important also. Okay, thermal equilibrium is one state where two different temperatures comes to at the same temperature. Let us take two vessels. Okay, let us take water, let us take oil. Okay, when you have taken oil and water, okay, so now let us keep a thermometer. Okay, after a certain time you will see that this temperature is equal to this temperature, both are same. Okay, let us take an example now. The temperature of oil, the temperature of water, the temperature of oil I have taken as 45 degrees and the temperature of water I have taken 50 degrees. Okay, now after some time I have seen that this temperature has decreased to 35 degrees and this temperature has decreased to 35 degrees. This state is called as thermal equilibrium. Okay, this is called as thermal equilibrium. It is a state where both the temperatures are at same level after a some time. So that is your thermal equilibrium. Okay, so you have lot of examples on thermal equilibrium. Okay, this is one thing. Now let us go with other concept. Okay, heat. Okay, so before classes we have seen about condensation, boiling, melting and all, right? So always remember the melting point, the highest melting point is silver. Okay, so above that also we have tungsten. Okay, but silver so gradually decreases. Silver, gold, copper, which can pass heat very fastly. Okay, see silver, gold, copper. Okay, these three are one where electricity or heat can pass easily. Okay, we all know copper has more conductivity, right? And your gold also has and silver also, right? So that's the reason we have copper wiring at homes. Electrical equipments are made up of copper. So gold and silver we can't afford, right? They are cost effective, right? And not easily available. Gold wires we don't available, right? So in circuit boards, computer boards and all we have gold and silver, right? So that conductivity happens very easily. Okay, copper, you know, at homes it is. Okay, so these are three you should remember where conductivity is more and less. Okay, now let us see a small activity. Okay, so we'll see thermal equilibrium and other one and one activity again. Okay, so let us take one beaker and fill it with a water. Okay, now let us take test tubes. Okay, this you need to fill with oil and this you fill with water. Get it? Got it? Water, water, oil. Let us make this temperature as 50 degrees Celsius. Clear? Now after some time when you arrange your equipment in this way, okay, after some time when you take thermometer you measure it. Okay, you will find that maximum whatever you see is the oil, whatever you have seen, the temperature will be 50 degrees. Okay, and water will be around 35 to 40 degrees. There's a lot of comparison between them. Okay, it's very in far better difference. Now the reason, why the reason? As earlier in earlier class I have told you the reason also. Again I'll let you know. Now see, water, when you take water and oil, when you take water and oil, okay, as I told you, oil has the capability of accepting ions when compared to water. Okay, and in oil we have gas, okay, where the heat can be absorbed quickly and stored for a long time. And water doesn't have any such ability. It becomes hot and it becomes very cool easily. Okay, Now see what happens generally. It is one term where your complete heat chapter depends, right? Easily in 2 words you can say, or you can explain with this example where heat and all happens. Now simple, see, I will explain you the entire chapter in this diagram. Now see, you have given a boiling water, right? Water which is boiled, right? The boiling point of water is nothing but this 50 degrees, right? So we have covered boiling point. This is your boiling point, right? So it is nothing but 50 degrees. Now your oil, first of all you should take. First, let us take oil has capability of 20 degrees. At 20 degrees it becomes hot. Let us take it as example. So 20 degrees it will become boil. Because we have given 50 degrees, what happens? It starts providing, fumes, right? Oil. So there you are getting it melting point, what we say, evaporation also, right? And including with melting point. So it is not a metal, but the smell you will get, it's nothing but melting only. Boiling, melting, evaporation. And the same case with this, it doesn't melt, but what happens? Evaporates. Evaporated. Right? Now if you suddenly change the temperature, right? Let us take this water and oil. You have taken into 0 degrees. Nothing but you have arranged some equipment, or you have kept this test tubes in refrigerator. What happened? 0. So freezing point. Getting. So see, with like one example, you can easily, discuss how melting point, boiling point, evaporation and all happens. But the main concept of this example is to show the difference. You have taken 50 degrees of water, but water what you have taken in test tube is not 50 degrees, but oil which you have taken in test tube is around 50 degrees. Right? It means that your water has less capability of accepting ions when compared to the oil, and oil takes more heat when compared to the water. And one thing you need to remember, this is the reason where we use oil everywhere. Your engine oil, right? Engine, it makes heat, provides heat, and whatever food we eat, right? Mostly we prefer oil, right? Oils are one thing which provides you more heat. Okay, all your daily applications run with this activity, such activities. Okay, and there are difference in oils also. Some oil provides more, some oil provides you less. So likewise, you have different types of applications. Okay. So for today, this is your class. So next class we'll go with the end concepts of your heat, and we'll go with next chapter, acids and bases. Okay. Thank you.